This is page 2 of Unit 12 review. And we are factoring. So I'm going to factor. There's nothing that comes out. I'm going to do a 10, a 3, and a 30. They're both the same signs. I have 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, and 6 and 5. There's my 11. So the 6 and the 5. There would be a 1, -1 and 5, 2, and -3. And so it would be 2g minus 1 and 5g minus 3. I have some numbers. I noticed that 16 is a square, perfect square. I know 25 is a perfect square. And so this is 4, this is 5. And remember, this is 2 times 4 times 5. And 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So this is a perfect square trinomial. And so it is a negative. So we take this and we do 4p. There's the sign, minus 5q. And we square it. Um, 24 is divisible by 3. 54 is divisible by 9, which means it's divisible by 3. It's also divisible by 2, so if it's divisible by 3 and by 2, it's divisible by 6. So 6 times 4a squared minus 9. That's a perfect square, that's a perfect square, that's a difference, so that's a difference of 2 perfect squares. 6 times 2a minus 3 and 2a plus 3. This gets you here, and then the 6 gets you back there. Take the 5 out. Take a y out. Take an x out. 5xy becomes x squared y minus 4y plus 2x, and that can't be simplified any farther. The area of a rectangle is represented. Find the dimensions of the rectangle, which means factor. 4 and 9 and 36. The same, and they're both negative, to equal 13. 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12. 4 and 9. 4 and 9 is 13. 9 is here. 4 is here. 1 and -9. 4 and -1. So it would be a minus 1 times 4a minus 9. The area of a square is represented by that. Find the length of each side of the square. So it's telling us that this is it's a perfect square trinomial. So this is 3, this is 1, this is 2 times 3 times 1, and it does fit the pattern. Sorry about that. So this is 3s plus 1 squared. Actually, 3s plus 1 times 3s plus 1 squared. Messed that totally up. So it's 3s plus 1 times 3s plus 1, or 3s plus 1 squared. So each side is 3s plus 1. The area of a sheet of paper is represented by that. If the length is p minus 1, what is the width of the paper? So I am doing 5 and 8 and 40. And they're the same. And I need a negative 13. And I know that it's 1 and 40, and 2 and 20, and 4 and 10, and 5 and 8, and there is my 13. So 8 and 5, and 1 and negative 8, and 5 and negative 1, and there's my p minus 1. So then the other side, what is the width? Is 5p minus 8. That is page 3 of Unit 12 review.